Senator Dianne Feinstein has just passed away, and the media is already spinning the narrative using her death to attack Republicans. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Coach's Archives. Thank you so much for being here. The media is already spinning the story about Dianne Feinstein, the longtime senator, passing away, and they're using her death and what some people have said on Twitter to attack all Republicans, especially MAGA Republicans. And what this is actually going to do is expose Newsweek, among many other places, but specifically in this one, Newsweek is reporting Dianne Feinstein's death celebrated by MAGA, good riddance in quotations. Now let's see exactly what they're talking about here, because that definitely got my attention. So they open up saying Senator Dianne Feinstein, a prominent proponent of gun control legislation and known for her efforts to bridge partisan divides during her 30-year tenure in the Senate, passed away at the age of 90. As the oldest member of the Senate, longest-serving female senator and longest-serving senator from California, Feinstein had announced her retirement in February and planned to complete her term. However, there were some calls for her resignation due to concerns about her health. After all, she was 90 years old. MAGA supporters have been quick to mock her death, taking to X, formerly Twitter, to deride the Democrat. So the premise by Newsweek has been laid. MAGA supporters, right-wing conservatives are, and all right-wing conservatives certainly aren't MAGA, but you get what I'm saying. They are pushing a narrative saying she just died, and all of these people in droves are taking to Twitter or X, and they are attacking and chastising and ridiculing and making fun of her death. Well, let's see what's really happening. The article continues, Joey Manarino, a MAGA-backing podcast host who describes himself as a political strategist trying to save America from the woke insanity, wrote on X. Here's what he wrote. Dianne Feinstein managed to die in office just like we said she would. They couldn't keep her alive long enough to keep the seat warm for Schiff, but they sure tried. And then he says, poor woman had to spend her final days being a slave to Senator Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi rather than with her family. I guess that's the Faustian bargain you make when you sell your soul to the political machine. And then as we scroll down, you will find this is a developing story and will be updated when more information is available. Now wait a minute. Did Newsweek not just put quotations of good riddance in their article, in the title for the article? I mean, it literally says Dianne Feinstein's death celebrated by MAGA, good riddance. And not one single thing in the article backs up and supports that title. That is just a title to get your attention. It is pure clickbait. And it definitely is spreading this narrative that Republicans are bad, MAGA is bad, Newsweek is exposed. They've been exposed many times now as a left-leaning media organization, and they are at war with conservatism. There is no doubt about it. Not one thing was said right here. Now, are there some conservatives, are there some Republicans who have said something on Twitter about her dying and saying good riddance? I'm sure that there are. But let me also say this. How did liberals react when, just name anybody, Rush Limbaugh died? Did Newsweek write an article about that? No, they did not. They didn't cover that. So that exposes their bias, their spin. You can't trust these people. Now, I am a conservative. I am far to the right politically. Doesn't mean that I don't have friends who are leftists. Doesn't mean that I appreciate their opinions. I think that conversation's important. Everybody's welcome here at Coach's Archives. It doesn't matter if you agree with me or not. Let's talk and let's meet in the middle. And, one day when we start having live streams, I want to have people with different viewpoints. This will never be an echo chamber. Anybody is welcome. However, that being said, I don't see the same kind of openness from the other side. I just don't see it. They try to silence conservatives the most that they can. It even happens here on YouTube with this channel. I was getting hundreds of thousands of views. I had 3 million views this summer, and now I'm getting views in the hundreds because I don't know if it's called a shadow ban. I don't know if it's called a suppression or what, but it is what it is. and I say it all the time, whether I get 3 views or 3 million views, praise God, it's all good. But this is definitely terrible media practice. Bias, spin, trying to influence people, as many people as they can, that the right is evil and bad. And that is ridiculous, and that is evil in and of itself. Thank you so much for being here at Coach's Archives. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and I pray that the good Lord rains down blessings on you and draws you nearer to Him. See you on the next one.